How you doing? I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com. Today I wanted to talk about a quotation from William James, which is my experience is what I agree to pay attention to. And it's all about focus again. I've talked about this before. If you focus on the alcohol, then you're going to get alcohol in your life, right? If you quit drinking and you keep focusing on the thing that you're missing in life, the alcohol that's gone, then all your thoughts are going to be surrounded by alcohol. Your desires are going to be focused on alcohol. When you quit, if you focus on sleeplessness and the fact that you can't sleep, then really that's where you're going to get. If you focus on the cravings and the symptoms, side effects, that's where your brain is going to go. Whereas if you focus, instead of looking at behind you and what's gone is gone, and you focus instead on the front and the future, and you focus on saying to yourself, well, in X number of days or X number of weeks, I'm going to be away from this, then that's what you're going to get also. I've always said this about, it's the most difficult period of any change in life. Even small changes, where you're trying to change things like biting your fingernails, or when you're trying to change some habit that you've got in your work life or whatever it is, right? The first 30 days are the most difficult because they're when you're trying to break the old rituals and you're trying to establish new rituals, and you've got to think about these things every time you do them. So every time you would normally do a ritual, you've got to think about it and not do it, right? So in order to break the ritual, you've got to first think about the ritual and go, oh, I'm doing that again, or I'm reaching for my nails, I'm reaching to bite my nails, or when I'm in the supermarket, I'm reaching to buy the 4-cheese pizza, or I'm going, heading down towards the pub, or my thoughts are heading that way, and you've got to correct yourself so often in the early days that it's very difficult, it's tiring. But once you get past that, it becomes easier and easier. Even during that first month, it does become easier as you go along, right? But once you get past that 30-day mark, it's a psychological barrier. The first month is down, you've got a month behind you, you've got a month of experience behind you, and it becomes a lot easier to push yourself forward. Now, if you start the whole thing by focusing on the forward journey and focusing on the things that you're aiming towards on that first month, even, you're focusing on trying to push yourself to something else in your life. So, if you're focusing your mind on getting out walking every day, for instance, or starting a running routine, or starting an exercise routine, or something like that. Some people say, well, should I start, should I try and make a couple of changes at once? Well, if you're stopping drinking alcohol, that's one change. If you're trying to exercise more, or you're trying to build up your nutrition more, you're trying to feed yourself better food, that's a completely different change. But they're two changes where one is trying to stop doing something and the other is trying to build something into your life, and they're compatible changes. Two incompatible changes are trying to stop cigarettes while you're trying to stop alcohol, right? You've got this double whammy all the time, and it's very tiring. Like I say at the beginning, you've got a whole host of things in the first few days where you're just trying to break down tiny little rituals. You're trying to break down your unconscious habit of doing these things. If you've got two habits that you're trying to break down, it's very difficult to to do this on a consistent level. And it's why a lot of people fail. They start out genuinely, they've got a whole list of different things that they want to change about themselves, and they try everything at once, or they say, well, I want to get myself into shape. They get a gym membership. They just try and do too much at one time, and they tire themselves out. They wear themselves out. They wear their willpower out. They wear their body out, they wear their mind. They cannot capable of carrying on in this way. So they just fail. They get overwhelmed by the whole thing. So you've got to focus your mind, you focus your attention on one specific thing in the beginning, one thing that you want to get rid of and the thing that you want to replace it by, you know. I mean, you can go out and you can start a regular exercise routine, start it out slow, and you can also, you know, start to add bits and pieces into your life that are going to feed you, you know, bits of food and stuff like that, you know. So you can take one thing out of your life. Maybe you can start with your breakfast and make sure that you get a good healthy breakfast, or maybe you're not eating breakfast and you can start by having a good healthy breakfast, you know, including that in your day, you know. These things are very small and little additions, and they can become part of an eventual habit that you do on a day-to-day basis, you know. You know, if you look back at this quotation, my experience is what I agree to pay attention to. The biggest word in there is agree, right? You know, because this is all the choice. You know, it's what you have a choice about what you focus your attention on. It's your mind. You know, it's your choice to do this. You know, you choose to drink or you choose not to drink. You choose to focus your attention on the alcohol, your past life, or on your future life, right? So, you know, this is all down to you. You know, I mean, it's not that the easiest thing to do. You know, as I say in the beginning, you're going to have these times when you just feel like you're sick of doing this, that it's all too much. But you have to push through. You have to keep your focus on the goal in front of you. Keep your focus on where you want to go, what you want to achieve in life. And once you do that, I'm telling you, it makes it so much easier. You know, one of the things that I came across, I'll do a video about this, but just one of the things I came across very quickly was having like a wall where you stick all the, you know, pictures and posters and sayings and quotations and anything that you can do which will inspire you, right? So call it an inspiration wall. I don't remember the exact name, that the term that I heard, but it's basically somewhere where you're maybe it's in your office or your bedroom or your front room or wherever it is, and it's somewhere where you see every day, and when you need inspiration you can come to this wall and go, well, these are the things that I want to get in my life. And it can be things, it can be representations of feelings, or you know, happiness, or you know, you want to be loved, or you want to be in a relationship, or whatever it is for you that you want in your future life. Have either the picture of the thing that you want or the representation of it, you know, in your mind. And I think that can really help to focus your mind when you're feeling a bit low and feeling a bit unfocused. So anyway, I'm going to break it there. Until next time, I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery. Stay safe, keep the alcohol out your mouth. Give us a thumbs up if you like this. Onwards and upwards. Take care of yourself. All right, good luck. Bye.